They begin the drive with Williams. And a short pickup to about the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Taking it about the 16. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bears take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. A give running left. It's Sanders. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. It's caught. Beckham. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
And he will have the Bears 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, but it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. Fields now to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And his kick here is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Play action. Now Wilson. Slide, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. It got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields buying time to his left. This is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way. Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing on third down, Fields flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
On second down, Williams. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. The big loss on first down leads to a tricky second down. 18 yards to go. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Fields. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Third and long. It's Wilson. Steps away. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his third touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Mara, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Off play action, Fields rolling to his left. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Wilson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by Marr is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And from here, might not be able to take a knee. Might need to run a play here that's close to their goal line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A final shot before the break. Fields
eluding the pressure right. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
To try again after the sack. Fields dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Fields. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 10 yards out, and the Bears get a bit closer. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. From the shotgun, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Throwing on 2nd down, Fields. And that's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now it's Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wilson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Again, Fields. And he completes it to Bellamy. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 37 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-17. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3 quarters have come and gone. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Play action. It's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Kaiser White, the former safety, gets the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, for the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Wide open receiver complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Sanders will score. Touchdown, Chicago. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Fields on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields steps away to his left. Finds his target. It's Bellamy. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields, 32 yards. And the Bears have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking stock.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket cover.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On the move to his left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bears will get the football back. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use